Hi everybody, the Mature Simmer here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this yacht into Bucharest, Romania. And otherwise I'm just going to, I think, like that town there or that one there. Yeah, Schumann is right there. So it's not that far. It's only like 137 kilometers. This way at least I'm getting like 350, which seems pretty good. Alright, so let's see. We'll leave here. Just don't know where that location is, so we're gonna have to see what it tells me.
Right.
All right, we're gonna turn right, so I will do that.
Go straight on.
Oh, I see the little ship symbol now. So it's around that turn, same way we came into town. I haven't hauled a yacht in a while. I think I used to haul it quite a bit in the American Truck Simulator things, because it's a fragile cargo. Usually they want it quickly, it's high value, so it kind of checks all the boxes.
Keep right,
and that's part of why
right.
I like it, because this is a 1.74 euro per kilometer type of trip, so it won't be too bad. But yeah, we're gonna have to get back to the port to get on the ferry. Is this a light, or are we just stuck? I don't understand, because I swear it just looked like a stop sign there, so I don't understand what is holding us up. It's something, that's for sure, because you can see the car. Oh boy, I always love these. Yeah, it looks like there's some accident they had, but they're not clearing up. Normally it doesn't take that long, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, this is... lovely. Well, at least I didn't get in super trouble. But it looks like everything's at a standstill, and we're going to be sitting here forever otherwise, so I'm just going to do that. But yeah, he's just sitting there, and that's not gonna work, so... craziness.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, so we're going to the marina.
Turn left.
And I'm assuming it's right there, the boat that's right next to it.
It's all over now.
So we'll pick that up. There we go. I'm going to take that job, and we'll get that over to Bucharest. Yeah, I guess there's... well, no, there's really no other place, so... this one's pretty basic. It's going to have a boat here, I'm sure, or it has nothing to ship. And again, I'm assuming you're also just delivering boats to this place, and that'll be it.
Time to get the job done.
Alright, so again, 349 kilometers driving, so keep that in mind. But we'll get this going, and we'll head up to Poti, I assume is what the name of that town is. But looks like there's a train tunnel that goes under there, because this was that Batumi Miracle, as it was labeled on the other side of this tunnel. But we'll pull out of here, and then it should honestly not be but 3 or 4 minutes of real time before we're on the ferry, I would hope, or at least in the vicinity of the ferry, let's say that. Because I should know better, the docking areas and so forth, sometimes you're meandering about, and there's just all kinds of stuff going on. So we're going to see, because the ETA is a little ways away, but once again, we'll end up sleeping on the ferry, so... because I've still got 7 hours till, in theory, I need to rest. Partly, I'm sure, because I had just gotten off the ferry, But as you can see, we have about 40 kilometers still to Poti. And yeah, we had that going the other way too, like around here, so obviously a little bit of a problem with the map and how it renders around that turn. But luckily we're not like falling off or hitting things or anything like that, so it's not too bad. Baku, I remember Baku from somewhere. But yeah, definitely good to get over here and get these discovered, because at least I got a good amount taken care of on this end. You know, there's a few pickup points and stuff like this that I haven't discovered that would obviously count against any completion type thing. Alright, so I think I'm going to turn left right where we came out, so we're going to head toward that roundabout.
Turn left.
Doesn't look like there's anything I can discover too easily the other way, so we'll turn. We have the Renault dealer that we had discovered here in town. So at this point I think I have Renault and not sure what the other one was.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Because I think I was finding like 2 or 3 of the same make in one of the episodes recently, but I'm just drawing a blank on what it was. I think it was a Mercedes. Alright, there's a light across the street, so that should be okay. You can see the ferry port on the mini-map there, or on the GPS. So that is where we need to get. But it shouldn't be super difficult. Nobody walking on the streets or anything. Okay, that's a recruitment center that I had discovered. So again, dealerships and recruitment centers have been few and far between here. Alright, so let's see how we get on the ferry here. It should be pretty straightforward. I'm thinking we just drive through this open area and go get on the ship where we have the parking symbol. So we'll get this yacht here and we'll get them across the Black Sea.
Let's find a new route.
And that should be perfect.
Recomputing.
Alright, so 57 kilometers, so we have less than 300 to go at this point. But again, we're going to head up to Romania. Nice thing is we don't have to go through customs there, so that's always a good thing. We'll see what we need to do when we get up here to the maze of roads. So, is it going to make us go left?
Go straight on.
Alright, I'm going to have to look here. I'm thinking, yeah, alright, we're going to go right. That's what I thought, and then we'll loop around. Because, yeah, it really didn't tell me to go to the right. Just kind of needed to figure that out on my own. Which is always disappointing because it can be costly to do that. Sometimes I can miss a delivery on time, all that type of thing.
Exit right.
So I'm definitely getting a bit tired. I've been driving for a while, so per one of the episodes earlier that I talked about, I'm trying to get a few
At
episodes
the
ahead,
roundabout, take the first
but when I'm doing a half hour or
exit
half
now.
hour plus in episodes, it adds up. So, and it's definitely more mental energy to some degree to ride and drive here, but that should actually in some cases be helpful, because on the one hand, I'm kind of mentioning that because I think that's what exhausts me after doing this for just a few hours, because there's just so much to pay
At the
attention to
roundabout,
in Europe.
take the first exit.
But
Exit now.
just not sure. Because the problem is,
Go
like in
straight on.
ATS, it's also easy to just kind of get bored because you're just going through some empty, very large states and just driving hundreds of miles. Alright, so we're going to go end up in another
At the
roundabout.
roundabout, take the first exit.
Okay, so we're just
Exit
going to
now.
zip around here. And then I am thinking that we are going to go straight and then turn to the
Go
right
straight on.
and head off that way to get out of town and start circling around to Romania. Alright, they're stopping, so I'm assuming I'm going to get a light soon. There we go. Nice waiting for me there. I get you figured you were fast enough that you could do it, but that is potentially dangerous because you don't know how fast that truck across the way is accelerating. They're
Keep
just
right,
assuming
and then turn right.
that they'd have enough time, but they could have been very wrong, and it would have caused
Turn
me
right.
to brake and beep. I was just going to go and turn right, but we've established you really can't turn right on red in Europe. I've gotten flagged for that before. There we go. So kind of going through, I guess I'd say it's a bit of a residential, looks like high-rise apartments, things like that, so more high-density living. These type of use cases don't typically fly well. Like, people want more apartments and multi-tenant buildings, but they don't want them next to them. So those folks are usually just chasing a lot of stuff. Alright, I can only go 50. I'm flying along here. So we're going to have to go under and then up to the right and around. Alright, at least we're not stopping at any lights here or anything. We're just able to proceed. Well, it's not even giving me any further directions. It's just the only way I can go, so...
Get ready to turn right.
Alright, so I do not need to go through the roundabout.
Turn right.
Well, I don't need to go to the roundabout specifically. How about that? I just need to clip it and go that way. And now we'll be heading up. Whoops. I don't understand why. Why is that not working? Let me figure this out, sorry. Okay, well, this is not good because the buttons that are supposed to do it aren't doing it. So yes, what I had wanted to do was to hit the... so yeah, according to this, it should be P, but I'm thinking P is something else. Alright. N turns it off, so... well, I guess one more, hopefully, and then that will be all complete. So, crossing out of Bulgaria here into Romania. Nope, I should have been on the other side. So let me do that while the cars go do their thing. Come on. Hopefully I'll be ahead of him. I think his gate went down after mine. But obviously he's a vehicle, so he's going to take off faster. But I got ahead of him. So, yep, there's the Romania sign on the left. This guy's taking his sweet time. Always fun. Oh my goodness, come on. Alright, so I'm sure trucks will have to be on the right again, so I'll use that opportunity to get past him. So I'm sure he's gonna go, but the next one certainly will not, because the gate's finally down for them. Wow, he's not taking off very fast either. I get it's only 30, but this is 30. Alright, so there's the Romania situation. Trying to figure out why we suddenly don't have a speed limit in my window. Thinking I did something there with all the keys. Great. But I think I can go 80 from what I saw on the side of the road. There we go. It just took a while for it to hit a stretch where it saw it, I guess. So, heading through town at this speed is probably not the safest thing, but that's what the speed was up until right now. So now we'll back off some. So a lot more industrial than some of the different countries, but that's not unexpected given where we're at and the region that we're in. These all used to be former Soviet bloc states. So I'm sure there's a lot of that type of construction and a lot of that type of efficiency and setup that was put in over time. Alright, let me get around this turn. Oh, we got a nice little bridge here. So, is that the sea? No, it's just a nice big river. Just don't want to hit any light poles or anything, so I better be careful. Whoa.
Keep left, and then turn left.
So I'm guessing I could take a picture of that church or something.
Turn left.
But I'm not sure that the photo things are a great use of my time in this series, so... Viewpoints are one thing, because we can pull in and they're kind of passive, but with the photo you kind of need to figure out what they want how they want it framed and so forth, and seems to take a little bit of work. Alright, a little over 200 kilometers. 2 hours, oh no, that's 2 days, I think. So I can rest, so if I see that, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, if I have an option to do so. So I'll head through there, another fancy bridge. Guessing that's a recruiting station out there, because it doesn't appear to have any other icons along with it.
Go straight on.
Another roundabout. So let me slow down here before I come up on something, but there we go. We got a gas station and a rest spot there, so absolutely going to take advantage of the rest spot. I don't need gas.
Finding a new route.
Wait, what? Why? Oh. I guess it wanted me, well, I needed to go this way anyway. So that'll work, because it's on the other side, but it looks like I need to circle around and do that, but we'll go through the roundabout, and then we'll pull over and rest. So Constantia, or Constanta, I don't know what the accent under, is meant to do. I'm sure it's supposed to be on top of the T, but the way, well, maybe not, because the billboards are that way too. Alright, the fourth exit. So 1, 2, 3,
Exit now.
and then 4. But yeah, it still says 2 and 57, because the benefit here then is I can drive during the day.
Reroute.
Now let's see, where are the sleepy spots? Looks like if I maybe go this way, I can get there. So it would seem to be this. Come on. Is it really not going to let me do this? Do I have to, like, be perfectly in the spot? Whoops. So let me see how this will work. But I mean, I'm on the position, and this is the part I don't really enjoy, where it seems to just really put us in a bad spot. Alright, I'm kind of stuck there. What is happening now? Did they hit each other? Of course they did. Because, why wouldn't they? Oh, unbelievable. Alright. So let's see, hopefully he can do some stuff there. Come on. This is ridiculous. What do I need to do here? I need this to work. Alright. So, let me do that. Half tempted to, like, disconnect the trailer and then just go back there with the tractor until I hit the trigger. Because, yeah, it's gonna get me in trouble there. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this over there. Because yes, now I'm past it, but I'm gonna drop this off. And then I'm gonna go and try to go backwards here. Oh, come on, there's too many vehicles. It's too busy here. So this is the part I don't like, where, you know, so I'm assuming this is not a part of the standard map. I'm assuming this is a Pro Mods thing, and somehow, you know, there's supposed to be a trigger here, but it's clearly... Alright, see, why did it not give it to me before? Alright, so now we've got an hour and 14, or a day and 14 hours. So we'll be perfectly fine, but we'll come pick this up. But now it's nice and early Monday. You know, and I've got still, I think,
Okay, here we go.
2.5 hours, so... Alright, let me just hop back in, and then we'll get going. And so I should be going to the right.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Alright, I am doing that. So this is more of a ramp. I could have obviously done the same thing by going to the roundabout, but this is, I'm sure, the more proper way to do it with what I'm doing. So hopefully no more excitement on the way. But at least we get to drive during the day and get a little bit more of a view. And in theory, we should be there in
Keep left.
2.5 hours or so. Alright, well, I'm assuming keep left is this. So I better not hear recalculating or whatever. That would be really irritating. But luckily I'm not. Alright, so I can actually go a little bit faster because the speed here is 100. Alright, just go there. But I will move over because I am catching them. Of course, that car's going to move over and may or may not speed up. But a lot of safety again with double the guardrails. So for whatever reason, that seems to be a lot of the standard in Europe. It would seem to make things pretty expensive and time-consuming to build. Alright, hopefully we're not exiting here. But yeah, I think I'm going to Bucharest, so I think that was Bucharesti or whatever. Bucharesti, yeah, that's what it looks like. We were catching him, and now we're not. So another interesting bridge, so definitely a lot of bridges here, a lot of waterways and things. So that actually looks like a train bridge in the center between the roads. So it definitely would need some support for the weight of a train. I'm wondering if the viewpoint that's there on the other side has something to do with the train trestles and what they're doing and so forth. Do not know. Maybe we'll get the opportunity one day to find out. Today is not that day. Alright. Bucharest is still straight, but I'm going to move over to the right until I need to move over again. But we'll see. This car is not exiting here. And I swear I was like on A2 in some other country too. This seriously looks like another bridge of some sort. Just not a suspension bridge or anything. There's a World of Trucks billboard. Nice. below 100 kilometers now. Alright, I was actually over railroad tracks, it looks like. It was an interesting sound, whatever that was. I have no idea. So, fuel and rest. Looks like it's space of service is, I think, what it was set up as. So we'll see how this all renders out here. Alright, I did do a big hunk. I'm like, it's going to do a bunch of tiny little pieces, it looks like. But it actually did a decent sized hunk altogether. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of little tidbits down here, though. Kind of catching those trucks, but not entirely sure that we are. So again, in a kilometer, there's another exit. Maybe some of these trucks will leave, clear up the road a bit. That would be nice. No, I think we're gonna have to loop around. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what it says. Alright. More continuation, which is excellent, because then I'm not slowing down to exit and having to then take a minute to speed back up or whatever it takes to get up here to the 90. Now I am catching them a little bit. I need him to get by me, come on. Alright, I'm just going to move over. And you know what's going to happen. As soon as I move over, it's going to be time to exit, and I'll have to dive back onto the right side. So, I'm seeing some housing. I don't know if that's boding for that I'm coming up on a town, or if we still have a little ways to go. So we were catching those trucks. I mean, we certainly have caught them a little bit, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because now I've got a delivery point. Just love, like, you get a little close and then it like panics and slows down more. So I'm thinking I go right here. That's sure
right,
what it looks like. Alright, there
right.
we go. I'm like, if it doesn't say anything, that's what I'm going to be doing. But it finally did.
Exit right.
Alright, so this, I believe, is the capital of Romania.
Turn right.
Alright, so just past the gas station and kind of behind it, a ways, is what it looks like that we're headed toward.
Get ready to turn right.
Alright, so I think right here.
Turn right.
So Lazar, and then it wants it around the back. So let's head back there, and hopefully I've got enough maneuvering space to be able to do whatever I need to do pretty quickly. Maybe. So we'll see how this all will play out. But we'll get this yacht in here. And consider it a great victory. Alright. Let that go. Turn it again. This one actually parked pretty nicely. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Alright. We made it. Let's see if we leveled up. Probably didn't, because it's only 364. Ooh, that was so close. Alright, 9,300 euros, so we're improving. So if you haven't dropped a like on the video. If you've enjoyed it in any way, I'd appreciate it if you would mark the like button. That helps things spread. And if you've not become a subscriber yet, I'd encourage you to do so, to just get easier access and notification on things and give you some capabilities to monitor the channel a little bit better. With all that, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.